welcome to Stretford Paddock. We're here for the review of Manchester United versus Club Brugge. After United have, let's face it, demolished, dismantled, decimated, dismembered. Well, they have, because they went from 11 men to 10 men.
Oh, he's done it.
Club Brugge in the round of 32 second leg, 5-0 at Old Trafford, running riot. As we see, a 5-star review for Manchester United. Pretty excellent tonight, wasn't it, Patrick?
It was fantastic. I was expecting it to be 0-0 because I just didn't see us really breaking them down. But that was a very, very, very professional performance, and I think that's what we lack and have lacked in the past couple of seasons, is a sort of professional dismantling of a team.
What do you think, Ciaran? Was it nice to see a game with no stress for once?
You know what? When we drew Club Brugge, I was expecting them to come with a bit more. You know, fair enough, the red card probably had its part to play, but they really, really were just, even before the red card, they were poor. They were really poor. And I said before, I predicted 2-1 because I expected them to put up a bit of a fight. And they didn't. You know what? We saw 5 good goals. We saw Gallo score tonight. And I think that's kind of what everyone was hoping for. So 5-0, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to bitch and moan. You take it.
No, I went 2-0. I thought we'd nick a goal and then it'd be close for a bit, and then we'd score later in the second half and kill the game. But the red card, the most ridiculous decision by a centre half.
Should we go through the goals? So the first goal, was that the first goal?
It was the first goal.
Penalty.
The first goal was a red card from, I can't remember what his name was, the fellow who got sent off.
Yeah, something beginning with D.
But anyway, it was Dan James who had a shot, and he just dived and saved it. The centre back just dived.
It's a great save. It's a great save.
Yeah, it was a good save, but sent off, of course, because clear and obvious denying of a goal scoring opportunity. Dived and obviously purposely handballed it, and we saw again that style from Bruno Fernandes, that hop and land, put it the other way this time. And then the second goal was Odinagala?
Mata squaring it to Gallo after a ball over the top from Fernandes.
That was one of the best goals I've seen us score in the past couple of weeks. It was really nice.
I hate to sort of compare us, but it was kind of City-esque, that wasn't it? An excellent ball over the top with a man running through and just squaring across the box.
I think that's the goal we want to score more than like passing on the floor in the channels. I think it's that kind of dink ball over the top that we've been trying.
Lovely goal, and obviously great for Igalo to get a goal as well. He's been close in every game he's played so far. It was a brilliant goal.
All 3 players involved in that goal, I thought, had really good games.
Yeah, Mata
had a fantastic game. Fernandes kept the team ticking along, and Igalo, I thought his hold-up play throughout the entire game was really impressive.
Bruno the man of the match.
Yeah,
we were saying that afterwards. It's almost so hard to pick who the man of the match was in that game.
It's like giving Messi the Ballon d'Or. He's not going to get it. Because he's not improving.
It's too obvious, it's boring.
It's just because he's better than everyone else. And that's kind of what Bruno is right now. He's just better than most players he's going to come.
It would be hard to pick, defensively any players that played well. I mean, they did. There was one chance they had when it was at about 0-0. Remember when Mignolet booted it and Maguire? That's probably as close as they really got. Defensively, they didn't stretch us really at all.
No, they didn't.
The third goal that from another player who has come back from injury, I thought looked really good, was part of what was an excellent high-intensity start from United. Scott McTominay just side-footing the ball into the near post from 25 yards. Just a lovely finish, wasn't it?
Just a good footballer.
And then it was 3-0 going into half-time. And then in the second half, we saw 2 goals from Fred. The first one, what was the first one like?
It's very similar to the first one.
It was Lingard nicked the ball and then...
passing it into an open net, essentially, wasn't it?
And then the 5th goal was very similar to McTominay's goal, pulled, and then just a really good finish.
Just pass it into the bottom corner. And it's nice to be able to play a game where, we were talking in the preview, me and Adam were talking about how, let's do it that we're 3-0 up at half-time and we can rest players, rather than you rest players and then you have to bring on your big guns at the end of the game. Because the intensity of the game dropped, the sort of chance of injury and all that sort of dropped, because we'd won the game by half-time and we could just enjoy ourselves. It's nice to have that way round compared to, let's, for instance, say Arsenal, who are currently in the second half of extra time against Olympiacos.
I mean, we've conceded 1 goal, I think, in all competitions. I mean, since the Burnley game, it's been 1 goal in like 6 games. Something mad.
It's 7 games now since the Burnley game. That's 6 clean sheets.
6 clean sheets in 7 games.
Now, in the last 5 games, that's win against Bruges, win against Watford, win against Chelsea.
And then a win against City as well.
Then a win against City. So
there's definitely been an upturn in form, and as we've said, like you sort of alluded to before, Ciaran, this Bruno Fernandes coming into this side has transformed things. And it's easy to kind of underestimate. One player. We saw the way that Liverpool, and I'm not saying we're near that, but we saw the way that Alisson and Van Dijk being brought into that Liverpool side took them from being a decent top 4 team to being the best team in the country. And I don't think we're anywhere close to that, but we are seeing Bruno Fernandes take us from being 6th, 5th, 7th to being fighting for top 4, comfortably beating sides like Bruges, which we should. But we don't without him, as we saw in the first
the way that Van Dijk came into that defence, and straight away you've now got Trent, who looks like a better player.
Stats on screen, sorry.
Gomez,
Nice.
Wow, look at them stats.
Gomez looks like a better player, and Alex and Robertson looks like a better player.
Yeah.
I think Bruno's come into that midfield and gone,
Yeah.
Fred's now a better footballer.
Yeah.
You know, there's players in front of him look a lot better.
Yeah.
And I think that's a lot what's happened to that, and that's what you need.
Like
You need those world class players.
I think for me, football is a very psychological game. It's a lot of it is mental. It's the confidence and it's the momentum. Bruno Fernandes has had a very, so far, and we don't want to overhype him, has had a very uplifting effect on the team as a whole. Where now our forwards feel like they're going to get chances. So because they now in their head, because they think there's somebody behind them who's going to make the pass, they now make the runs that they weren't making before.
People
in a
act
way.
like confidence isn't a big thing. It's a huge
It's humongous.
thing. Yeah, and like you said, Fernandes has come in and he's really brought that and given that to the rest of the squad. As we look at the stats here, obviously 5-0, 28 shots, 10 on target. Excellent. No shots on target for Bruges.
Saves.
Another clean sheet for Romero. 66% possession, 89% pass accuracy, which is excellent considering how many chances we made in that time.
Yeah.
3 clear chances. Obviously, one red card for Bruges, which was a pretty pivotal point in the game. 8 corners, which is above the threshold that Ciaran was looking for tonight. 3 offsides to United and 1 for Bruges.
No,
It was a dominant performance, wasn't it?
For me, I think the key stat is the on-target shots.
Yeah.
Because I think that one of the things we've struggled with this season is creating goal-scoring opportunities. The fact that we've had 10 shots on target, implies that we've created 10 reasonable chances or 8 reasonable chances. When was the last time we had 10 shots on target?
Yeah, I've seen 7 and 8 a lot, but it was an excellent performance now, wasn't it? And something I'd like to talk about is the Fernandes in front of goal from penalties, and that's 22 in 24 in his career now that he's scored over 90% completion rate.
It's one of those like. You look at City right now. City's obviously got the one against Madrid, but that not having that confidence.
Oh, sorry, Olympiacos just hit the bar with an absolute worldie in the Arsenal game.
Sorry, Alex.
Sorry.
All right.
I thought that was going to be.
Whoa! I thought that was dipping. I think no one was watching the game for like 10 minutes, and I think everyone just turned their heads at the right time.
Olympiacos scored.
Sorry if you're watching this
know what's going
tomorrow
on.
morning.
We're watching
But
anyway, someone that can score penalties.
Because if we'd have had him, even not taking into account his creative ability, his ability on the ball, and like you said, the way he's improved the squad confidence-wise, if he'd have scored those penalties against Wolves toward the start of the season, there was 3 penalties we missed in 2 games, wasn't there?
Oh God, yes.
And if he'd have scored those 3 penalties, the confidence from the start of the season would have been radically different. And it's all about momentum and confidence, and just having him in 2 penalties, 2 goals, easy finishes. It's just been lovely. It's been really good. I thought Fred. I think we should talk about
Pastor
Fred.
Pastor Fred. I'm so happy. Of all players, like I said at the start of the season, I really hoped Fred kicked on because I didn't think he got his chance last season. Because let's face it, he didn't play a lot under Jose. Even when he signed. But maybe he's not worth £55 million, but by God, he's probably what we're missing. Everyone's just watching the Arsenal.
He's been excellent.
But he's definitely.
Do you know something? I've been a big doubter of Fred, and even during his upturn in form, I've sort of felt as though he's doing like the minimum requirements for not having a go at a player, if you know what I mean, rather than really excelling. But I think in these last couple of games, I think the Watford game was very good. I thought tonight he was excellent again. I think he's just doing a little bit more than, actually, he's not bad. I think he's actually looking, a step above that. I think we saw some of the passing from McTominay as well. There was a ball through that he played to Dan James that is, again, sort of better than you think he is. He does continue to impress, and they both do, and I think there'll be a good partnership going forward.
I think it is this season that Fred has become a Manchester United player for me, because I think that I was definitely questioning him last season. I just feel like there wasn't necessarily the confidence there.
Yeah.
But now he's had successive performances that are one of the best players in the team, and it just continues. You right there?
No,
keep talking.
Just keep talking.
Okay. and he just keeps on pushing on from there. It's nice to see him do well and getting 2 goals. He was in the right place at the right time. Are you sure you're right?
Oh,
Yeah.
In the comments, who has been your man of the match tonight? And I don't mean out of us lot, because I think we know the answer to that. Who was your man of the match for Manchester United
Oh, we're talking
tonight?
about that again.
Yeah.
Who was your man of the match for Man United tonight? I think it was Bruno while he was on. I think Fred. Again, 2 goals. I think it's an 82% pass completion rate in the final third.
I think it
3
was
shots, 2 goals.
Probably
Excellent.
it was probably Bruno Fernandes, but
Yeah.
Fred's up there with being class.
So looking forward then, we've got Everton at the weekend.
Sorry, that was
Oh,
my
is it Everton at the weekend?
It's Everton in the way at the weekend, yeah.
How do you think our recent run of form affects that game? And also, how do you think the fact that tonight was so comfortable and it allowed us to rest the likes of Dan James and Bruno Fernandes, how do you think that affects the game as well?
I think we're going into this Everton game, a game where we lost 4-0 last season, a place where we've never really been that lucky.
Arguably the club's worst performance under
Ever.
Solskjaer.
Yes,
Actually,
easily.
inarguably, I would say.
Easily the club's worst performance under Ollie, but you can't ask more than having 7 games, 1 goal conceded, winning 6, drawing 1. I think that's what the record is.
Is that right?
It is, yeah.
Yes,
That's
Bruce
really
Young,
quite excellent, isn't it?
Yeah, since the Burnley loss. So, look, we'll wait and see. I really want to see Mason start on Sunday.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. He was rested tonight, which makes me think he's going to start. And Bruno playing in that 10 role. Christ almighty. It's almost, I can't even remember the last time we saw a player who's able to pick a pass through a bottom 10 team. And I think that's what we're seeing now, why we're praising him so much, because we've missed that player who can play that key pass, especially in the absence of Pogba.
Everton have had this excellent run of form and upturn in form since Ancelotti came in.
bloody
I think before the weekend they had the second best form since
I think
Boxing
there's
Day.
been a goal in this game. Remember?
Yeah. Do you think that the Everton's loss at the weekend to Arsenal will help us, or do you think they'll be looking to bounce back?
I think they're
from
going to
that?
be looking
I think
to
it'll help us.
bounce back. I think they're going to really be on one. Everton under Ancelotti are a good team, and I think Ciaran's right when he says Greenwood should be starting, because Everton sit back with a 4-4-2 defensively.
Yeah.
They're very, very compact.
Yeah.
Oh my good lord. Aubameyang has just scored an
Aubameyang
overhead
just
kick,
scored.
Yes.
which
Well,
is
the
very
overhead
impressive.
kick.
They sit back with a 4-4-2, and then they sort of transition into different formations. Greenwood is the exact type of player you want against a 4-4-2, because he's the guy who can go, okay, you're going to sit back.
Yeah.
I'm going to collect the ball on the edge of the box and have a go and
Right.
probably score. And so
So
I think,
that almost like-
and then that's why you want James on the bench, because the last 10 minutes, 20 minutes, what do? You go, okay, it's 0-0.
Get some pace in behind.
Yeah.
And not to compare the. Well, I actually know. I'm sick of that. I'm sick of defending when you compare players. You're not always saying that one's as good as the other. But do you know, Greenwood has that, he just sort of passes it into the corner. Do you know the way Messi kind of just. His percentage of shots outside the box is really high, isn't it? Greenwood almost has that similar thing of around that 18-yard line. He just passes it in the corners, either corner. And I think
Nothing
that is
flashy,
a good
no top
that is a
edge.
good way around that kind of deep lying defence that like we said, we probably will see from Everton. Wow. Let us know in the comments then your predictions for the Everton game. It's going to be a tough one, I think, and we've got the Europa League draw coming tomorrow as well, so we'll be having a video for that. Hopefully we'll be giving you a live video for that. I reckon that'd be a nice idea,
Yeah,
wouldn't
we
it?
might do.
Yeah, we
think
can
we
do
should.
that. If someone's in,
Yeah.
they can do it. Any final comments, Ciaran?
You know what? 5-0. I thought it was going to be 2-1. It's a Thursday night. It's flipping cold outside. It's dark. It's grim. But we've seen 5 goals and we've seen a Gallo score. So I'll go home a happy man tonight.
Buy a shirt, leave a
Yes.
review, get a brew.
One
There we
last
go.
plug, Al. Go on. Let's give us one last plug.
Buy a shirt. Links in the watch along description. We're not doing that again.
Stretford Paddock
iTunes,
FC on Stephen's channel.
iTunes.
Best
Leave a
comment.
review. You'll get a mug, and that's about
People
all I'm
saying 3-1 United, 2-1 United. Ole's at the wheel.
Ole's
2-0,
at the wheel.
2-1. What do you think for the weekend?
1-0 scrappy
1-0
victory.
United. Right, thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow for the news in the morning. What day is it tomorrow?
Friday.
Late night live in
And
the
Saturday,
evening.
Sunday.
And we should be
What?
bringing you a video or going along with the Europa League draw as well. So that's one to look out for. So thank you very much for joining us tonight as we get a 7-0 prediction to United against Everton at the weekend. I think we'd all take that. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye.